Shalom, shalom. This is Yair from GMS Savannah, Georgia. Come with another lesson. But first and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, which rule well, teach well, and to the hopeful elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as you speckled birds, scattered amongst the heathens that have the appearance of the heathen, but their father's seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and also referring to his Israelite foreigners. But today's lesson I'm going into is Patrick Mahomes Sr. You know, he back with, being in more trouble. It's unfortunate, but he's got a demon on him. You can look at him, and he's had a great professional baseball career, and he's known as Patrick Mahomes' father, and still with all that money, those curses, it don't matter. In a lot of cases, having more money is just put nitro, jet fuel on the fire. And just unfortunate to see him like this. But his daddy know about the Hebrew Israelites, and like a lot of our people, they just turn their back to it, man. And like I say, the Lord give judgments to him, and luckily he hasn't deleted anybody being under his under the circumstance of being intoxicated. He's still got a chance to repent, and follow Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. But this is, this just, not a good look of being, a father, grandfather, ex, Major League Baseball player. You have to, have a certain way about yourself here in Babylon the Great, But it says right here, Patrick Mahomes Sr. was arrested yet again Tuesday. The Kansas City Chiefs superstar Pops was busted for a violation of his probation for his DWI sentence after allegedly drinking alcohol. It says the 55-year-old former MLB player was booked in Smith County Jail at 8:53 a.m. and he didn't look too thrilled as he posed for another mugshot. And then it says the district attorney filed to the U.S. Confirmed to us that Patrick Mahomes Sr. was jailed for a probation violation. With the probation violation report started, he had a high alcohol reading on the Scram alcohol ankle monitor on January the 1st. And it says Doc states that Mahomes provided urine samples later on both January the 5th and 9th, and the results were negative for alcohol. As previously reported, Mahomes has been arrested for DUI at least 3 times, the most recent coming days before the Super Bowl in 2024, which his son, Chiefs, competed and won over the San Francisco 49ers. And ironically, Tuesday marks the 2 years since that arrest, with body cam footage of the run-in showing him trying to use his son's name to get out of trouble. And it says Mahomes pleaded guilty to DWI months later and was handed a 5-year probation sentence. Lucky. He'll have his day in court, but as of right now, it doesn't look like a date has been set yet. So that to show you, that's the father right there, Jake still out here in this world, and he's not being smart, you know. He don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, at all. But hey, we know he probably we know that he's the 2/3, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna see great millstone lessons on all these social media platforms, but he just won't repent. And we always go to 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Yep. 1 Corinthians 6:10. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. In Isaiah 33:6 says, and the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and the strength of our salvation. And fear the Lord is his treasure. But Mahomes Senior don't fear the Lord. He's still in the world. He got all that money, and and he just don't understand his money is not going to profit him in the day of judgment. And last but not least, but Deuteronomy 28:48, it say, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and take over thee till thou is destroyed, because they have hearkened not unto the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And like I say, these curses upon our people, regardless they have money or not. But like I say, these 2/3 are not going to repent and come back and keep the laws and keep the commandments and the statutes to their best ability. They're not going to do it. They're going to stay a part of this world because they love it. Yep, because they love it. Like 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And, if you want to go out here and be, drunk in public and all that, it's crazy. Patrick Mahomes Sr. should, fly under the radar. Like I say, he's seen our lessons on YouTube and all these other platforms. But he's the 2/3, he won't repent, so he's going to get a judgment on this side. And whomever else, family members, they see the Great Millstone lessons and videos on YouTube and all the platforms, but you won't repent. So, you're just going to have to, get deleted on this side if you don't repent. But like I say, it's time sensitive, because like I say, we on the highways and hedges trying to warn our people, but they don't even stop to engage. And so, like I say, they 2/3. We already know what's going to happen to them. So hey, if we can get 1 out of 100, hey, we got the blood off our hands. But I hope this edifying to the sheep and lamb, Kwan Yasharala, call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom, off to the next lesson.